Hello again, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heyer and I believe in dragons. And a happy holidays for all of you. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, and Merry Christmas, and Winter Solstice. And in the path of the dragon, we all may have problems and moments that we can use some advice and some help from others, but you cannot find them always. In the winter solstice of 2005, I was the one with a lot of questions because it was a month that I was on the dragon's path. I could see and feel the dragon everywhere, and I needed to have questions and just I didn't had any answers, and I couldn't tell anyone because I know how it sounds. I know how you can say to someone that doesn't believe in dragons, "Oh, I believe and I see and I feel dragons. Can you help me?" Everyone would laugh with me, and that is why I couldn't say anything about it. I was even afraid to pronounce the word dragon to anyone because the dragon, that word was special for me. It was sacred. Dragon. And in this month, in this time of year, I was walking around in my city, and there was a new shop, a new age shop. And I entered, but I didn't have any money because I don't have a lot of money. But I was just seeing to, yeah, the things that she had. I was interested in doing some things like Wicca did, like wet magic and something like that. But I wasn't interested in using it. I was just interested in how people used it. So I went into this new age shop and befriend with the owner of the shop. It was a woman, a very nice woman, and I talked with her, but I never ever even said one thing about the dragon. I just talked with her about work, about at home, about the children, about the animals, the pets that they have, that we have. And from a moment, she said, actually, before she said something, she stopped talking to me while she was saying something, and she was seeing next to me, just always next to me, and then above me, next to me, behind me, and that was keeping interrupting her. It was interrupting her all the time, and when I was talking about something I didn't remember about what, she said, "You love dragons, don't you?" And this came out of nowhere. I didn't knew where she was talking about. Of course, I was very surprised because the dragon was everything for me. The dragon was my path, but I didn't knew it back then, and I wasn't planning to tell something about this to her. Oh, what the hell! My candle is out now. So yeah, she keeps saying that you love dragons, you love them, you seem to love them, and I never even uh, give her the idea that I love dragons, but she was keep saying that how I love dragons, and that I had to come back the other day because she wanted to give something to me. And I said, okay, that was very strange. And I came back the other day and she gave me a silver necklace, a silver dragon necklace. She gave it me totally free. I didn't have to pay for this. And she said, now keep your mind on the dragon. I know that you love the dragon. And it was, if I can see, it was, it was this one. I still have it around my neck. Oh, it's still blurry. This one. This dragon. 13 years ago, on winter solstice, she gave me this. And I was in love with it. From the first moment I saw this pendant, I saw how beautiful it was. And while she gave it to me, she was not looking to me, she was looking to something else. I mean, she didn't do that before, but now she did. And So now I am walking around with this necklace for a long time. I'm not planning to take it off. I I make an oath to not put it out again. I mean, this is a part of my body now. And whenever I feel bad, whenever I feel that I have a bad day, you can have a lot of bad days. Then I just take this in my hands, and then everything feels better because this has the shape of my dragon, and she knew it. She knew it. She felt it. It was only a month that I knew that I saw dragons, and I felt dragons, and I dreamed about dragons, and I accepted my draconic path. But back then it wasn't obvious because this wasn't something that people talked about, and she just didn't. She didn't need any word. She didn't need words. She didn't need explanation. She knew that I had a difficulty to talk about it. So she didn't. She only said, um, take care of it. Take care of this. Take care of the dragon. That is one of the last things that she ever said to me, because later on she moved away with her little shop, and I moved away as well. So we lost track of each other. So yes, now, yeah, that moves sometimes. So now uh, I'm I learned a lot actually in this time that I was with her. I learned a lot because she, especially on the later days, she told some things about just small things that helped me later on, like don't put a dragon in closed corners. Don't place them in closets if you have a statue of them, and that I have to keep my mind on the dragon. I still have to keep my mind on the dragon because that gives them energy. That is what I could understand about it now in what she said. She was not on the draconic path, but she knew where she was talking about, because, oh my goodness, because she was open to a lot of gates. I know this now that I explored my path, and I know that there are several gates, the spiritual gates, and this was very open to her, and also the draconic path. Even though she has not a relationship with a dragon, she has the gift of seeing with a third eye, and this third eye of her was very, very powerful. If you can look through the dragon's gate, I needed years to see through the dragon's gate. I was in the dragon's realm, but it was not. It was blurry. It's like a child that is being born. Everything that a child sees is forgotten later on. But that is what we are in our awakening. Everything that we see then can be forgotten later on. And yeah, she was on many paths. She was on a lot of paths. She was actually on the ultimate spiritual path. And she was the one that helped me with a lot of questions that I had. And I was very sad that she moved away, because she was my only one that I could talk about the dragon, because I was ashamed to talk about the dragon. I know how people talk about this, and people still today ridicule me for my beliefs, and that is a shame, because they should have respect for every faith. If we are not hurting anyone, I say that everyone should respect it. So yes, that is actually a bit my story of my first mentor. I mean, on our part of the dragons, we have no pastors, we have no leaders, we have no one above us, but just a helping hand from a brother or a sister is enough. Just help a little bit. That is what I'm trying to do with my YouTube and Facebook page. But it's not the same. You have to have contact with each other. That is so helpful sometimes from other dragons. Even though she was not on the draconic path, but that little bit that she could see from the dragon's gate, that was enough to help me. So now, actually, what I want to tell you, if you have troubles or problems, just don't hesitate to ask them. I mean, we are all on the same path. None of the paths that we take, even though it's on the same realm, it's not the same path. So you cannot go into details, but you can go into what this lady did. She can go into in general, and she knew that you have to use your mind to give the dragon enough energy to let them come to you. And this can be very confusing, and she knew that. She knew that. That is why she first approached me with my path, because she knew it. And that is amazing that some people can do that. Not a lot of people can do that. And I was drawn into her shop. I was drawn into magic. I was drawn into this wicca thing that I didn't know about. I still don't know something about that today, because that is not my path. But my path is very magical, and so is yours. And it's the path of the dragon. And your dragon is just next to you. And some people can see him or her just next to you, or just inside of you. It depends where the dragon is, of course. So yeah, my brothers and sisters, happy holidays.